Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the broadcast. The name is Sir Danny, and we're gonna be taking a look at Team Spirit versus Nemiga gaming on a map like Cobblestone. And to be completely honest with you guys, Cobblestone, it's a pretty good team, a pretty good map for both of these teams. So I am expected it to be quite the close affair. The odds are saying otherwise. They're claiming that Team Spirit are the better team, and arguably I will agree. You know, Nemiga's past results have been quite dreadful, to be honest. So I think it's reasonable to understand why Team Spirit are the favorites here. But Sodfig, though, that's a pretty good frag to be getting. But what is Nemiga doing? They're not even realizing the fact that Sodfig is just tapping away from behind, and Nemiga, well, I guess that's one way to lose a round, because this is quite dreadful. Cold is about to kill Hitmouse, I presume, because he's the last man standing. And well, okay, it's gonna be Sodfig, but what on earth happened that round? That is so weird. The fact that he tried to go for that sort of B split while having players from B platform as well as B drop, I guess it's not that bad. But the fact that they don't check Sodfig from behind, the fact that Sodfig is able to kill at least one of those players and they don't even check it, the fact. I'm gonna stop saying the fact, but I'm also gonna stop talking about that round previously, because that was so weird. Nemiga are gonna be on the force by here, but it looks like things gonna be going for a similar setup, I presume. It could honestly be. Yeah, they've actually made their way down and drop. It looks like they're just gonna try to go for the straight up push on the B side. Might be a bit more successful than previously, as Hitmouse is gonna kill Sodfig. Caldy still got the backup of Dima. And now look at this, Nemiga. So far, so good for Team Spirit, as Dima, yeah, he's gonna kill a Hitmouse as well, and that is the round for Spirit. Quite the interesting round as well, the way it went on. I think I expect to find more success in that round, and honestly, they probably should have. You know, the fact that he killed the first man on the side that was behind statue. The B drop players, they gotta clear out rock, they'll clear out doors as well, and they should be able to have the side on the back of it. Then they just isolate the player that is playing chicken coop, and boom, that's the round for the Nemiga. But they definitely took their time, I'm not gonna lie, they definitely took their sweet time. Nemiga not wasting any time, just going for a straight up rush on the B side, and so far so good for Spirit. Another pretty one-sided round, and Dima gets the kill with the last bullet in his clip. I think Nemiga right now, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be going as fast. They probably, at least that's what I'd say. Go to your standard default. Try to go for the default play and then see what you're able to accomplish on the back of it. So far, the fast plays have been more than just dreadful; they've been abysmal. So probably the default play is the obvious choice. Before they do so, it still looks like they're gonna be putting a bit more emphasis on the B side. Probably they're gonna try to maybe fake out something with those smoke grenades. Maybe then go for the rotate towards the other part of the map, but no. They're actually gonna continue on with this sort of push here. I don't know how I feel about this one, Nemiga. As right now, Team Spirit, they're gonna try to hold this one off. Dima's doing a pretty good job at it. He kills Redman. Now the rest of the squad of Team Spirit is about to come in with a rotate here, and so far Nemiga, they haven't even made their way out of B plat. Finally, one player has. But I don't know how I feel about this round. Team Spirit still doing a pretty good job on the hold here. Robo is gonna get taken down. MDS and fast, quite low in HP, and Dafco sees that the perfect weapon in this range. And Team Spirit gonna get the fourth. Huh. Okay, Nemiga. They try to go fast yet again. Do they fail? I wouldn't say necessarily. I mean, that was a pretty good push. It was probably the closest they've been to winning the round so far in this game. It's just that it took them way much longer than anticipated and probably expected. Like, Team Spirit, they weren't even really sure if there's going to be a B-bomb site hit because it was so sloppy from Nemiga. Yes, they finally able to make out of B plat. That's good and all, but by the time they do so, I mean, already some of the players have been softened up relatively well. In 2 versus 2 like that, Team Spirit, like Davkos, pulls out the CZ, and it's easy peasy for him. Again, a force buy from Nemiga. AK-47s. Interesting, though. They've been playing this fast style of play. Now they've slowed down. Now they've gone to the default. the thing that I was honestly anticipating a round earlier, but by the way things are going, Robo might just be able to kill Samdine Young, but the problem is Samdine gets one, the second one as well. It's as if Team Spirit are reading Nemiga like a book. Because the thing is, Team Spirit, for the first time ever, they've actually put 3 guys on the A side. That is where Nemiga looks like they want to continue on pushing. And the fact is, they're probably going to continue on. Or maybe not. Look at them. They've actually now backed away in a sort of connector area. It doesn't look like... It doesn't look like Nemiga are going to be having an easy time here. Davko's easy shot for him. What? Yeah, with now what? 25 seconds on the clock. I don't know what MDS and Hitmouse can come up with. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, the B-side hit has to happen quite soon if they still want to be in contention in a round like this. Expecting a guy in Chicken Coop, understandably so, but yeah, this is pretty much the round here. MDS, what? Has to really die at this point. I don't mean to be rude, but he has to die so that he doesn't suffer from the economy damage, but he's still... Is he going to survive there? It does look like it. Okay. That was quite a weird round. Nemiga, a 5-0 deficit for them. Oh, and a pause. Okay, that's good to see. I really didn't want to see this team just get absolutely obliterated here on the T side, so I think they do have, yes, they do have a coach here on their side. So with that coach in mind, I'm guessing they're going to be able to make some better decision making than we have been seeing the past 5 or so rounds, because to be honest, you know, Spirit just been able to outgun them outright. Maybe the coach is going to be giving them some more advice there on the T side. What should they change up their approach with? Maybe he's got the answer, but so far, you know, the fast players, not to say that they've been completely useless, but I would always like to see if Nemiga is going for a fast play for, say, something like the B side. Probably knowing a couple more smokes, and that's just knowing the smokes in general would just be quite good for the team, because they've been running out dry these past couple of rounds, whether it be the B side or the A side. And this one doesn't seem to be that different. Looks like Robo is about to peek in the crosshair of Daft Coast, and Daft Coast is gonna be able to run away, even though he misses the shot. Still has an opportunity to back away, throws the Molotov, deters Nemiga players from pushing it forward. And that orbital isn't that bad here for Spirit. Go for it. It does look like Davko's finally eliminating it. Yes, the Davko's again with the frag. The bomb site is being defended quite well, I will admit. Davko's getting a 3rd into the round and possibly the 4th, as Hitmouse is down there in the pit. The sniper rifle could do it, or it could be for Lima's M4 as well. A 6-0 lead now for Spirit. Things are getting out of hand here for Nemiga, I will admit. Okay, this time around, what I would love to see from a team like Nemiga is before they go for any sort of fast play, they should consider deterring Team Spirit players from playing the sort of information game, right? How do you do that if you're an Nemiga? Try to acquire map control yourself. Per se, have a couple of groups of people of trying to push for, say, something like A, acquire A long, in the mid prisons, then back away, do the same thing as something like B platform, and then consider maybe going for the push on either of the sides. By this time, you probably could have and probably will have gotten a frag. If that is the case, well, either side you do end up hitting shouldn't be much of a difference. I will admit though, it looks like Nemiga's gonna be doing just as I kind of anticipated him to do, which is nice to see. Except that Plat themselves getting awfully pushed by some of these players, Sonic and Dima in fact. The MDS is in drop room, which is a pretty good spot to be holding from. Now Team Spirit quite early on have abandoned drop room. They're just gonna give it away for the T side, and honestly, they haven't been able to use it as effectively. But look at this team spirit. Even though they know there's a guy in drop room, it did look like they do want to try to push that guy out of there, but they're just going to hold it, in fact. Oh, I think Fast actually saw the boot of Dafko, so to speak. So they should be expecting a player in a log. Nope, looks like Robo's let's get Dafkos. It looks like Team Spirit is still doing a pretty good job here on the hold, as now they're killing every single Nemiga player. Fast. Yeah, he's also gonna drop that. Yikes, that was not good for Nemiga. It did look quite good on the back of that. They did end up getting the map control, and they just made their push. Right? It looked quite good for them. It's just that on every single corner that Nemiga did turn upon while it's entering, say, something like the A side, they got gunned down. They also had a flanker who also got killed because they were anticipating a similar play. So far, Team Spirit, like I said, I mean, they're just reading their opponents like a book at this point. Absolutely decimating them. Ooh, Coldy. Okay, he's gonna drop. This is an opening for Nemiga. An opening they could have used. Redman's about to kill Samdai Young. And this is turning out to be a much better round. Dafko's gotta be careful. He's playing quite aggressive. He's gonna kill Redman. But still, players though. Yeah, players coming all over the place. Now, this is good to see. Now Nemiga's making progress. They're making so much chaos here in the ranks of Team Spirit that they're not able to do anything at this point. They're just getting absolutely decimated. 7-0 is about to turn in 7-1. Oh, okay. The bomb plant will happen. It's just that Sotvic, you know, he's in a very difficult scenario to be in. Gotta try to win this one out, which I don't blame him, to be honest. I mean, his team still got the money. But yeah, 7-1 lead here for Team Spirit. It's just a good thing for Nemiga. Finally, they're able to claim a round win. That is very cool. But that's the thing, you know. You might win this one-off round, but you really could start using some consecutive rounds here on the T side. You're not going to be getting those. That is where things do get tricky. Team Spirit, on the other hand, yeah, they've gotten themselves a decent amount of consecutive rounds. 7 in a row, to be exact. But to be completely honest, I mean, their money game isn't looking that great. Ooh, Samda Young against Robo. Robo gets tagged down quite a bit, 50 HP. He has lost in that engagement. If you're Nemiga right now, you should definitely consider looking back at what really helped you acquire that round previously. And honestly, the fast play, not to say that playing fast is bad in Counter-Strike, no, but if it's done correctly, then it could really work out. Right now, Nemiga, they're playing in a sort of setup where it does look like they're about to hit the B-bomb side, but they're really going to have to be very fast with their sort of push. 3 players, in fact, looking towards drop room at one point in time. There's nothing much MDS can do at this point, but that's the thing. You know, when they were pushing on that pistol round, when they had these CZs and all that, it was successful because they were coming from multiple angles. Now they have 4 guys coming out of B plat. I don't know if this is going to be successful for Nemiga. All Sotvik's got to do is play the waiting game. He's going to get 2 on the back of it. Redman though comes in with 2. Could go for 3rd. Kind of not, apparently. Samda Young is a bit too quick, and Robo, at this point, if you're Samda Young, you got to do is wait. Dafkos is the one that's probably going to win the round. Allow him to hold the angle, because at one point or another, Robo is gonna have to cross. He's gonna have to plant the bomb. Otherwise, it's just gonna end up dying to the timer being out of time. So 8-1. Nemiga, problem is with them, they weren't able to get the consecutive round win, and that's gonna hurt their money quite a bit. Fast and Redman in particular, and yeah, it looks like a pause is again a pause being called out. I honestly don't know what could be the tips one could give for Nemiga. I guess one thing that we could give them is try to play less of an individual skill, because to be honest, they've been playing on this very style. We're just trying to get these sort of entry frags going, dry entry frags without any sort of flashes, no nothing. And in most cases, it's only been one guy going for the aggressive plays, and if one guy ends up dying, the rest just don't follow up. That's a bit of a problem here for the Nemiga side. That is a bit of a problem, especially if they want to end up winning this one. That's a very nice play from Dima. Some great movement indeed. This is problematic. You know, if Nemiga end up losing this round as well, I see they maybe even making up to double digits. That could be a 10-1 scoreline, because after this round, they're not going to be having money. They're probably just going to have to go for Nico. And if they end up winning this one, Team Spirit, it could get 2 in return. Nemiga. Actually, there we go. Now that's good to see. Fast shooting his own teammate in the back. That's not good, but getting the entry frag, that is good. Dafko's still going to kill one. More players coming his way. He's got to be very careful. But again, Nemiga, all the players come from one side. This could get tricky. Dima's going to kill one. Sotvic as well, and MDS with Robo. Yeah, I do like the fact that... Oh, no. It did look like Robo is going to try to actually kill Dafkos from the danger area, but... Yeah, Dafkos, now he's holding the angle. This is going to be very tricky for MDS and Robo, but even he reconsiders it. He's got to be very careful, because Nemiga are taking such a long time without actually doing anything at this point. Valuable time is being wasted. Dafko's gonna kill Robo and MDS. Coley, I don't think he's gonna be able to spot him out just yet. But the problem for MDS is that he has to commit at this point. He can't back away, has to commit, try to get the frag, try to get the kills, and try to win the round by planting the bomb, but it seems to be impossible. Well, he's gonna kill one. Dafkos is quite low in HP, but it doesn't even matter. And you know the thing I was saying, that if Team Spirit win this one, they're gonna get a second win in return, and that is just the case. Look at Nemiga's money, it's pretty much non-existent. The obvious choice is an eco. If they eco this one out, yes, it's gonna be 10-1, but they still have an opportunity to acquire 4 more rounds on the T side of Cobblestone. Young. That's so easy for him. Sometimes, you know, going for those confidence plays where you know your opponent's gonna be on an eco, gonna try to get some of those easy frags, some of those eco frags up in their face, is not that bad of an idea. A bit risky at times, yes, but in some Young's case, it does work out. And it just goes to show Team Spirit not really respecting their opposition. At this point, Nemiga, they're definitely taking their sweet time. They're not going very fast. They're playing very slowly. Still probably anticipating for Team Spirit to maybe just use their utility, try to make it a bit more expensive for them in that regard. But even so, I mean, even so, if Team Spirit survive with all 5 players alive, that's going to be a much greater victory than some utility being used out. Sotvic, he's got a pretty interesting off angle. The M4A1S, it's not that difficult to get a frag from that position, especially since Dima's holding the drop room. And yep, MDS probably the first man to drop. It's better, yeah, both of them drop, and MDS does kill Sotvic, interestingly enough, but still, 10-1 is the lead for Spirit. And honestly, if you're Nemiga, that is quite dissatisfying to say the very least. The best possible scoreline right now for Nemiga is 10-5. Is it possible? It definitely is, don't get me wrong, it's just that that's gonna mean that 4 rounds in a row are gonna be required for Nemiga. How are they gonna do it is honestly beyond me. I don't know what should they consider at this point in time, because some of the utility usage as well from Team Spirit has been so spot on. Oh, that you want to talk about things that are spot on? That spray down from Hitmouse kills Young very easily. And at this point, if you're, I don't know if you're Nemiga, like, there's no way in the world you should be losing around like this. You got the man up. You still have some utility remaining. Consider trying to go just for a simple execute, and that could be enough for you guys to win round. But look at this. Even though they lose a player towards the A side, they do end up spending quite a lot of utility at acquiring B plat. Did Dima actually hear the footsteps though? I honestly don't think so. At this point, flash comes in. Will Sotvic peek though? That's a pretty good flash, all things considering. It's just that again, Team Spirit, they're gonna throw their last smoke on B plat, and Nemiga will now make the play. Will they check? Oh no, they don't check him. They don't check him, and Sotvic's gonna get two, maybe even the third here in this scenario. Okay, Robo is gonna survive here. 1 versus 1. Here, the low HP player not gonna make it. Daft Coast is absolutely decimating the Nemiga side here, and the one thing that I have been noticing is the lack of utility usage from Nemiga. It's appalling, so to speak. How do they use their nades in certain scenarios? And it's so interesting, the fact that the player, the first man into the side, from B plat that is, from Nemiga, doesn't check his left. Right? You know that at one point, all belong was in control of the CD side. To not think a player could be there is, frankly, pretty bad. Oh, that's a good nade. And that's a pretty good flash as well. Look at the amount of players that are being flashed on there. Coldy doesn't have to re-aggress, to be honest. All he's got to do now is just wait for his teammates to come in. But Nemiga doing pretty good. I mean, they're actually going to get 2 frags here. That's pretty good. Oh, Robo. Also going to kill Sotvic. If this isn't the way Nemiga's going to be picking up rounds, then why not? If it means that they have to be on pistol, just rushing down their players to get the frags and get the round win, I guess that's the answer. 11-2. Yes, yeah, that's gonna be the scoreline here. And if you take a look at the scoreboard real quick, to be honest, I mean, Team Spirit, they're not doing that great on the money department. Because players like Dima and Coldy have been able to save up their M4s, that's pretty good. And also, Daft Coast can drop out or buy himself the AWP if he wishes so. A pause just happened. I honestly don't know if it's a pause from the T side or the CT side. I presume it's from the T side. I don't know why the CT should be even worried at the way the pace things are going in their favor. Yeah, that seems to be about it. Quite a good buy for Team Spirit, all things considering. If they end up losing this round, to be honest, we might actually see Team Spirit on a real proper eco for the first time ever in this game. Of course, it's not gonna be an eco, it's just gonna be a force buy. The fact that you're gonna be having pistols, it being the last round of the half, so to speak. But yeah, I mean, Team Spirit doing a pretty good job of managing their money. They've been able to win some of the more crucial close rounds as well. And Nemiga, they're back on the rifles as well as Hitmouse on the sniper rifle. I don't think we've seen him on the op yet, so maybe that's gonna help him out. But no, Nemiga, are they really want to go for the fast play again? They should reconsider. The fact that he have somebody like Hitmouse. Oh, Dima, does he see him? Yes, he does. How does Robo in that scenario? I'm pretty sure it's because of the smoke he wasn't really able to spot out Dima, but really, that's a good frag for Team Spirit. I don't know what to say more. Like Hitmouse, that's the thing. Why I don't really like the fact them going for fast play is you have Hitmouse on the op. You want to allow him to get the injury frags. You want to allow your sniper rifle player to get those engagements as soon as possible. But now look at this again. Nemiga just losing 1 by 1. Yep, now they're gonna throw even a second Molotov in that spot just to be careful. And so, Redman and Hitmouse still alive here, but the question is for how long, I'd say. Sam DeYoung probably is gonna... Yeah, probably is gonna kill Redman. Now Hitmouse up against 4. Dima's got the angle and spots out the legs. 12-2, so far so good for Team Spirit. And Nemiga, where are their money? It's in the pockets. They still got some of the money remaining, but it's definitely not a lot. 12-2 is now looking very likely for Team Spirit to absolutely decimate Nemiga here in the first half of Cobblestone. You're going to be jumping into the second half, in which Nemiga on the CT side gonna require one hell of a good start. One hell of a good start. Nades, Molotovs, that's good. That's pretty good nade usage there from Team Spirit. Deterring the players actually going for the play, because get this, I mean, Nemiga, again, they're cluttering up here towards B plat. It is obvious what they're going to be doing at this point. But it's as if they've been running into this brick wall time and time again. They have some of the nades still remaining, and I'm almost certain none of them are going to be throwing it. Okay, maybe Fast going to be throwing the Molotov, but it doesn't look like the rest of the guys are even going to be prepping up those flashes. To be honest, that's pretty bad. On this level of Counter-Strike. Yeah, the one Molotov does come through, and they're actually getting the frags, though. That's pretty good for Team Spirit. Finally, they've actually made their way to the side. It being a 5 versus 3, an advantageous position in which they're looking very good right now. Team Spirit gonna try to retake this one, and oh, the timing could have been right there for Dafkos to spot out one of those players. But what I am certain of is that Team Spirit, this is probably going to be the round here for Nemiga. Hold on a second, MDS. What is going on here now? It's up to Fast and Hitmouse. This is an opportunity here, Nemiga. There we go. Hitmouse going to kill one. Could go for the second frag if possible, but sticking the defuse, maybe not. Fast, there we go, and Hitmouse. Finally, Nemiga gonna be winning a round here. A proper gun round. It happened. It finally did happen. It was a long time coming, but yeah, congrats to Nemiga. 12-3. Not something you could be very happy about, but it's better than nothing. Let's be real. Maybe on CT side they're going to be having a good start. If they do, then heck, we might just be able to see them acquire a bit more rounds than expected. Spirit looks like they're going to be going for a fast play of their own, but it's going to be a hit on the A side. The thing is, though, they have quite a lot of players here in Nemiga. Some are getting one. The bomb is being dropped, so it does mean that Team Spirit, they're going to have to commit now at this point. They actually killed one more guy, and there's only MDS remaining. And MDS, does he even realize there's a guy coming up there from pit? I don't think so. The bomb is in the hands of Team Spirit, though, but look at Dafkos and Samdahyun go. MDS, though, that's a very nice one tap. And now Samdahyun in 1 versus 1 against MDS. This could be it. Samdahyun putting in the damage, but still, I mean, at this point, if you're Samdahyun, you don't really want to try to fight the USP in the headshot angle. I mean, it's quite risky. It's quite risky to say the least. Back away, Samdahyun gonna cross through the side, gonna plant the bomb as well. Trying to bait out his opponent. He's gonna win it somehow with the Glock. Samdahyun obliterating MDS in that scenario. And oh boy. You know, the good start, where is it? Yeah, it's not here for Nemiga. Maybe if they would have gotten it, I would have had more hope in this team, but right now things are looking grim. Things are looking very grim. I guess this saving grace here for Nemiga is that they're putting a bit more emphasis on the A side. That is where it does look like Team Spirit is gonna try to hit at the very least. So overall, if this setup actually works out here for Nemiga, we might just be seeing them claiming a victory here in ground like this. Flash is coming in. Utility usage, something we really didn't get to see that too often there from Nemiga. And this does mean that a team like Team Spirit, they're gonna have to fight for that map control. And the fact that they're fighting for the map control means that utility has to be used. Okay, MDS though. What? What? I think, yeah, he was supposed to peek with one of his teammates. I think it was Robo. It's just that Robo, it doesn't commit to the fight in the end, which is oddly enough. Flash is coming in. Nemiga gonna try to hold this one off. Robo's in a pretty good position. He's gonna get one, but he's gonna run out of bullets as well. Redman is still in danger. That looked quite awkward. But right now, Fast, he's probably gonna be fast enough. Looks like Samdayung's got, yeah, he's got the healing, and he's actually gonna, wow, Fast gonna kill Samdayung. This has suddenly become very doable for a player like Fast. Oh boy. Kills one more. That's the second guy. Yes, he does. Fast with a 1 versus 3 clutch. Puts his team on the map here. And a pause being taken. Wow. Team Spirit kind of struggling there a bit. And like I said, you know, the saving grace there from Nemiga is probably the setup we had going there. That was a pretty good setup, especially because Team Spirit were entering the A side. In a way, 3 or 4 players from the T's against 4 stacked up cities was a match made in heaven for Nemiga. And the fact that Fast is able to rotate that, well, Fast into the side and actually kill those 3 remaining players, that's very good. That's very good for Nemiga. It means they're still very much got a fighting chance here in Cobblestone. Let's continue on with the matchup, shall we? As Team Spirit, just gonna go for a good old-fashioned eco. I think that's the obvious choice at this point, really. You don't have to overcommit with some sort of force bias. All you gotta do at this point is just acquire 1 good gun round. That could be enough to just absolutely decimate Nemiga on the CD side. This is quite fast. I feel like the Fates are actually making good progress here. Team Spirit, though, they're gonna get completely destroyed here by the looks of things. Not gonna be able to accomplish too much, but after all, those were just the pistols, and a pretty good hold for Nemiga overall. Well, like I said, you know, we gotta focus on the gun rounds here, and Davkos is already purchasing the sniper rifle. Interestingly enough, Samdayung is on the Mag 10 of all guns. Yeah, gotta be careful if you're MDS. I guess the thing about buying a Mag 10 at a round like this, where you're probably thinking the CTs don't have just of economy. They still may have players who don't have head armor. Something like a Mag 10 can actually decimate those opponents relatively quickly. What happened there in A long is beyond me. Honestly, don't know what MDS was thinking at that point. If you've given away that map control, you know, you yourself, by your lonesome, trying to regain it is probably not the smartest of choices. Consider playing passively in this side at that point. That's what I'd say. Right now in a 4 versus 5 like this, Nemiga. What can they really do at this point? Coldy throwing out the smoke there towards doors, and I'm pretty sure Team Spirit, all they can do really is just try to regroup and try to hit the side. That's what they're gonna do, and it seems to me that is a good choice. But look at Hitmouse, he gets the lineup there, instantly getting 2. Redman holding off the side. Team Spirit might have, yeah, this game isn't over just yet. But hold on a minute, Samdayung gonna be getting a frag. I'm pretty sure they realize they're reading this one quite well here. Robo though, yeah, just gonna get both of them. It did look like Southfake was about to go try to flank from A long. It's just that it didn't work out at all. Again, Same storyline for Nemiga as the round before that. They just have to go for an eco and eco this one out and consider making the force spy. Oh, that's actually quite good for Robo, the fact that he's able to back away. But yeah, this is looking good for Nemiga. Okay, yes, they end up dropping one of their players, but it's not that bad. But overall, it does look like Nemiga at least got some footing here on the CD side. 30-7. Yeah, in comparison, we had what was it? Yes, at one point it was 12-3. Now it's 13-7. A bit better for Nemiga. A bit of a better start here than the terrorist side of Cobblestone. But for me, the biggest question is, can a team like Spirit actually close this one out? They shouldn't have, I'd say they shouldn't have that much of a difficult time closing out against Nemiga. But that's the thing, you know, Nemiga, they may not be the most, should I say, tactical team on the T side, but they're a team that's got skilled individuals, you cannot deny it. They have got skilled individuals on their lineup. And being on the CD side, you know, the CD side, if you're able to hit your shots, that could be enough to win some of the more important rounds. Team Spirit playing quite passively. They're not going very aggressive as of yet. Take a look at the minimap real quick. It does seem to be that Team Spirit are going to be ready to hit this A bomb site. Yes, they still have some of that utility remaining. Not throwing smokes to the A side isn't that hard as it might seem to be. And looks like they're not going to contest it, in fact. 50 seconds on the clock. Team Spirit still, it doesn't look like they're sure where they want to go. But the fact that they showed up some presence here towards A long, it means that Nemiga has still got to keep at least one player, or maybe even two towards the A side. But now look at this. Team Spirit. Look at this. Team Spirit, in fact. You're going to get the rotation right. I think they might have heard some sort of noise being made there at B plat, and Nemiga thinks it's going to be a B bomb site hit, but right now, as Team Spirit making their way to the A side, it looks like Nemiga's been bamboozled. There's no one here on the B side. All they got to do now, yeah, the bomb's going to get planted here for Team Spirit, and they've pretty much won the round because of it. If you're Nemiga, consider saving your guns here, honestly. You're gonna need every single gun you could get, bring it to the next round, and Dafko's gonna kill fast. Hitmouse and Redman, like I said, I mean, they really gotta save these guns here. But Dafko's not stopping. He's not slowing down. He's gonna try to kill these players, but Dafko still has enough time to recover in that scenario, which is oddly enough. I'm surprised he wasn't punished earlier at that point. And the rest of the guys, Holy tries to get him, but yeah, that's about it. (14-7), ladies and gentlemen. Nemiga, this is probably the very last time we're going to be seeing a team like Nemiga on an investment. If they don't end up winning this round, it's pretty much going to be a rip for them. Right, so if they want to be in this game, they have to start from this round in particular. A double up setup does come out here from the CD side. I presume those double ups are going to try to get at least some sort of entry frags going. Because, to be honest, they've been quite passively, so to speak. Or the CD side. Or the CD side where we saw, I think it was MDS at one point pushing A long. But that was a very random push, so to speak. I don't know how he could have justified it, to be honest. If he would have gone for it with a player, you know, another teammate on the Ape side, go for it. Why the heck not? But that scenario, that is quite weird. They're playing quite a lot of that individual skill, right? That is sometimes a bit dissatisfying. Dima, though, a flash does come through, doesn't blind fast at all, but yet fast does go in for the peak. And Molotovs, look at the Molotov usage there from Nemiga. They're going to try to deter any pushes from Team Spirit as possible. But I'm pretty sure if you're Team Spirit, they don't really have to commit here to the side. They still have quite a lot of time, but look at this. right before they push, they're gonna be throwing some of those Molotovs, those smokes maybe on the side. They're probably gonna commit here. Team Spirit, 30 seconds is a go. They have to commit here. They're going in here. Sophic and Redman, oh, they're all getting the frags here. Now it's all up to Samdai Young. The problem for Samdai Young is that there's also Robo there coming in from door. That's gonna be the round for Nemiga, and to be honest, I must admit that was a good hold, Nemiga. Very nicely done. We have to note one very important smoke that was thrown out there towards the drop room. There were still players from Team Spirit that actually tried to enter the B side from the drop room, and they smoked that part of the map, Nemiga. And I think two or three players, I think two in fact, just have to make their way through the smoke and they get absolutely obliterated. Oh, that's a good flick. Very good flick there for Robo. At this point, if you're Team Spirit, why not even go for a fast play? Even with those players only the pistols, why the heck not? Spirit's Dima, I mean, he's actually putting in quite a lot of damage. He's gonna get the kill on fast. That is very good, very nicely done. But at this point, even for a team like Nemiga, honestly, damage on the economy doesn't really matter that much. They just have to win every single round in a row, to be honest, if they want to stay in this game. They can drop one. That's obviously a possibility. Then Team Spirit will be up 15. But honestly, if you want to win the game, you have to win, what? 7 rounds in a row. Yes. You just want to straight up win the game in regulation. I don't think that's going to be possible. I must admit, I'm quite the skeptic here, but in a game of Counter-Strike, things like that are definitely possible. Something now with the Mac 10. That's, I guess you can say that's some poor timing there from one of the players, but look at Fast. He's helping out his teammate massively right now. Nemiga's got 3 guys on the B side. Well, make that 2 now as Demon spots out Hitmouse. That's a good frag. Daft goes as well. And this is where it gets problematic for Nemiga. Dima, honestly, can't just stay here on B plat. The bomb's gonna get planted. Has to cover something like B long at this point. Because Robo and MDS, I'm pretty sure they're going to try to go for this one. They're definitely making their way here. They're going to try to make their mark here. Samdai Young, though, has to be careful about B long. Flash coming in. That's a good flash for Robo. Oh, pardon me. That good flash for Dima. As now, Nemiga, they're getting closer and closer to the side. The problem is, some of the angles here from the Team Spirit players are too OP. Daft Ghost and Samdai Young gonna get it. And Nemiga, we must consider one simple fact. It's pretty much GG at this point. It is pretty much GG. I don't know how Nemiga's gonna be able to win a round like this with the buy they're having. Okay, I honestly might be wrong. I was expecting them to have worse weaponry, I'll be honest with you. But the fact that he got one M4, Hitmouse on the op, I guess it's not that bad. I just don't know if the Max 7s like Redman's and MDS gonna be utilized. There we go. What is Robo doing? That is a very aggressive push there from Robo. But the problem is he's got the M4. I would have loved to see the Max 7 player even try to go for a push like this. That could be a proper rifle drop. But yeah, Hitmouse. Oh, that's a nice flick. Very nice flick and very good setup for Nemiga. They're gonna be able to get out of here unscathed relatively. This is good. This is absolutely insane. And look at this. The Max 7 also coming in. I may just been wrong, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Nemiga are not done yet. They're back. For how long? I guess we have to wait and see. But so far, so good for them. Redman with the Max 7. Easy. One tap. Daft Ghost, honestly, this is a bit problem for a team like Spirit. Because if they end up losing this round, which is pretty much going to be the case, take a look at the scoreboard. Their money isn't looking that great. So, yeah, 15 to 10. Could be now even 15 to 11 for Nemiga. because Team Spirit, they should consider going for Nico, maybe even a force buy, because players like Some the Young and Demo might just have to go for double eco. I wonder what is going to be the call here. Maybe Sotvik, Kaldi, and Dafkos is probably going to get those P250s out, and that's about it. Yeah, that seems to be it. That's a good find for MDS. Very quick as well. Very quick frag indeed. Looks like Team Spirit already being deterred from B plat. Probably gonna try to rush this A side, and to be honest, go for it. Robo, yeah, Robo's got the good angle though, as the players are just running through the smoke. And Dima is quite far away from the action. He is here though, anticipating. Redman. Should be quite easy for them to finish this round at this point for Nemiga. Dima does not have much he can do. 15 to 11. And as I was saying, you know, the money game, it's not looking that good for two players in particular. That's Dima and Some Die Young. But they're still gonna invest. That seems to be the route these guys want to go. Now let's see if it's gonna work out for him. I guess the worst case scenario for Team Spirit is that they may not have, well, even if they end up losing this round, they're still probably going to be able to scrape at least 1 or 2 real gun rounds, so to speak. Even if they end up losing this round, so I guess that's the saving grace for Team Spirit, but I mean, that doesn't say much. You want to try to end this one as soon as possible. Hitmouse though, flash coming in. Not really going to be able to do anything though, but there is a gap in the smoke. Hitmouse going to get 2, and now Nemiga absolutely decimating Team Spirit here as Hitmouse going to get 4, and Fast does help him out with 1 frag, but that's about it. Like I said, Team Spirit, that's the thing, you know. Probably they're going to be able to scrape 2 more gun rounds, so to speak, you know, investments, and that's about it. On this side, at 1 point they were leading 12-3. Oh, excuse me, even 13-3 when you think about it. And now, Nemiga, absolutely insane stuff. Fast play to the pit area. Robo should be having quite the easy time here, just gutting down people. Okay, they might just be able to get 1 more player here. Team Spirit, if possible. Maybe no. Okay, after this would be wrong, but that's about it. 15-13, Nemiga. I can't believe I'm saying this, but they're actually making it possible. They're making it very much possible. The amount of consecutive rounds they've gotten here on the Siege side is very nice. And I also mentioned it earlier. It looks like Nemiga as individuals, you know, they're very good. They've got some of the more skilled players in, I'd say, their region, the Belarus. But when it comes down to tactics, that is where they become quite lackluster. That's what I'd say. And if they do end up losing this map, it's only because they had a horrific T side, right? They did lose some of the more crucial rounds, like 1v2s, 1v1s. That is true, but even so, I mean, even so, that does not excuse him from such a poor T side. Sotvik, though, he's gonna be able to cut out Robo and also spots out 1 more guy. That is, in fact, MDS with the op. Is Sotvik's gonna try to peek him? Straight up dry peek. That's a flash. Oh no, he gets blinded by Team Spirits. I think that's, yeah, that was Coley with the flash. A very good flash indeed. 15-13. Daft Coast, ooh, missing a crucial shot. This is an opening for Nemiga. They cannot give up. Now they have 2 players on the site. Fast though, can actually get something done here. He's gonna try to get the op and back away. Oh no, the timing could not have been worse for him. Redman is able to get 1 more frag. That's Daft Coast out of the equation. But the problem for Redman is there's a lot of players coming his way. Oh no, now it's all up to Hitmouse. He's got the op in his hands, but really, there's nothing he can do. Molotov on the balcony, Molotov in the sort of cubby area, smoke grenade on the doors. There's nothing Hitmouse can do. other than probably die. Something's gonna get the frag. 16 to 13. Team Spirit definitely took their sweet time closing this one out. But once they did, they definitely did. Congrats to Team Spirit. Nemiga probably should consider working on their T-sides a bit more on Cobblestone. But that is about it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for tuning in to the Best.net Challenger series. The name is Mr. Danny. Hope you guys enjoyed. And see you all next time.